All right, so a student asked for some help with this problem. This is just a screenshot from her computer she sent to me. So I won't be able to click on any buttons here, but I can walk you through the problem itself. So what we're being asked here, the topic is adding or subtracting and multiplying or dividing, right, measurements. So here's a classic example of this. We're being asked here for the average volume. And you know, when you're averaging, what you do is you have to, like, if it's just a regular average, like a mean, then when you take your three measurements, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 divided by 3, right? And that's how we get our average. Well, here's the problem. We have addition in here and we have division, right? You see the plus signs and then the divided by, right? So let's look at this together and see how we do this. We have to separate this up in two separate stages because addition and subtracting and subtraction have different rules for sig figs, okay? So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take my problems 1.734 plus 14.6 plus 2.0, right? Okay, I'm going to write right on top of this. This marker is a little bit big. Let's go with a little bit smaller, okay? And let's go with red to make a point here. Now, I can add these numbers up, and if I put it in my calculator, I'm going to get a 4 down here, right? And a 3 down here. But that's as if I'm adding a 0 here. Is there a 0 here? No, there's not. We don't know what's there, right? So what I'm going to do when I'm doing this, I'm going to say, okay, the limit of my confidence is that dotted line. I know there's a 0 here. That I know. And I know there's a 6 and there's a 7. Okay, so when I'm adding these up, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the dotted line there. Now I'm going to put everything in my calculator, and I'm going to add them up, and this is going to give me a 4 and a 3. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1. This goes to 2, 8, and 1. 18.334. And you know what? I'm not really trusting myself. I'm going to do this with my calculator also. Do it twice, and the question is 1.734 plus 14.6 plus 2 is equal to 18.334. That's correct. Okay, so it's 18.334, and this is the last digit that I can report. That's the last digit I have confidence in. Now, I still need to conclude all of my digits when I'm doing my math. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say 18.334 divided by 3. And that 3 is an exact number, so the sig figs doesn't matter. But how many, here, I got a trick question for you. How many sig figures in this number, 18.334? You're not going to like my answer. How many sig figs in that number? And it turns out it's got 3 sig figs, right? So we do use all of the digits when doing our math. That's got 3 sig figs. This is an exact number down here. So it's got an infinite number of sig figs, right? And so now our answer is going to have 3 sig figs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 18.334 divided by 3, and it's going to give me 6.11133, and so on. Okay? Now, I can only report 3 sig figs, so this is my third digit. So the answer is going to be reported as 6.11. All right, so just in review, let's go back through it, and I'm going to get a different color marker. Let's go back through it. What we have to do first is we have to add everything. Add, how do you spell add? Like that. Add everything. And you're adding all your numbers together, but you're limited, your sum is limited by the precision of the least precise number. So I have to use all those digits, but I can only report the 3 sig figs. It has 3 sig figs there. Then, after I do that, I've got to divide. And that's got a different rule, right? So I know this number has 3 sig figs in it. The top one does, 18.334, because of my addition problem. And then I divide by a number that's exact. And so my answer is going to have 3 sig figs in it. So the answer is 6.11. All right, we're gonna have to practice that a lot in order to get to like it. Good luck.